turn the wheel a little bit again. Okay, cool. All right, so brand new Tesla Model 3 Angels.
Hey, nice to see you.
It's got a nice delivery dent in the fender here. I'm going to show you guys that in a second. Before we do, I'm going to get my stuff, get it cleaned off, and we'll get it working. Good eye, Angel, for catching that dent. Especially from like this angle, which is probably how Angel caught it. You can really get an idea of that, you know, little bit of a gash there. All right, so I'm doing a quick O&R here. Since you're getting filmed, you gonna wash your car yourself, or are you gonna have people wash it, or what?
I think they take care of it.
Not washing.
Huh?
Not washing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean they'll do it like maybe a maintenance wash, but you should definitely have a house with a garage.
Yeah.
Should look into learning about this method
I'm
of
all yours.
cleaning cars. So
Oh, I see what you're saying. Afterwards.
Yeah, afterward.
Afterwards. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
yes.
afterward. Since you're getting PPF, you don't have to worry about ever damaging the paint and everything else. So, all right, so we're gonna start the repair process. Basically, I've got it cleaned. That gives me ultimate reflection right now in doing so. It's really pretty straightforward. I'm gonna pull this fender liner back a little bit and get in there. Wow, I've got a mess. So. Basically, you guys, I've slightly pulled the fender liner out of the way. I didn't have to take it all the way apart. It'd be foolish to do so. They're barely tucked into a small lip. You guys can kind of see it. If you own a Tesla, you can look. That fender liner is very pliable rubber plastic. I've got an airbag in there right now, just giving me some separation. So to kind of demonstrate before I really talk about, you know, what it is that I'm going to do, my finger is right here on the back of this dent. I'm even moving the metal. So very limited on the removal of any components. That's like incredibly key. I'm going to go in with this tool. I've got a rubber cap on it. The purpose for that is I really just want to explode a lot of the metal. I'm going to work down that body line. I'm going to be at this angle arcing in. That's why the lights are kind of coming up that way. Right down the body line right now. The one that isn't there. And I'm recreating that body line. And once I get that body line to the depth that matches where it's supposed to be, I'll come out of it and start to work on other parts of the dent. So I've got the tool kind of pinned against my hand here, but to understand. Hope that this makes sense. This is like a fulcrum point. I've got it pushed against the tire, and then it's against my hand. And that creates a great point of leverage for me. In the world of doing dents, this is a pretty easy one. So a big myth is dents on body lines can't be reshaped, and to be honest with you, it couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, I would argue sometimes they're actually the easier ones, with the exception of all the Dodge Challenger guys out there. Those things get hit and just nightmare reshape. All right, turn some lights down. So I'm going to turn these lights off. It's going to give me a lot more now shadowing definition. Start to understand kind of the nuances that are left in this dent. So all this pushing is deliberate. I'm actually reading this panel using the reflection of the light. It is so similar to what an X-ray technician does in reading grayscale, to see even like micro fractures, and that's the true part of the art of paintless dent repair. It's understanding what image you're seeing that's being translated to you onto the panel. The better the technician, the more understanding he has of that. Like, what am I seeing? That comes with time, that comes with, experience and understanding, like, as you push, what are you creating? And it's all done through the reflection process that this light is giving me. So nothing's just like this bulk pushing blind type of thing, and I'm hoping the dent's gonna come back. I could literally create a shape in the back of this panel, and spell somebody's name, if you really wanted to, with nothing but poke marks. And so you got to be very, very cautious of that and aware of, like, okay, what's this light telling me? Like, is that a high spot? Is that a low spot? Or where's the next spot to push? And it's all micro movements. And it's the mass of them that create paintless dent repair. So now I've moved on to metal on metal. That's giving me a little bit more ability to fine tune as we're getting kind of at the 80% mark with this dent. Okay, so I'm going to start looking at this very, very, very critically now. What I'm checking for is shadow imperfections, which I know what those imperfections are, what they look like, relative to the way that the light is traveling to that area, right? So it travels here, and this is how it's supposed to look. And as we get to the dent, the light is going to break up and do some weird things. And those are telling me, hey, you've got a low spot. This is maybe slightly high. This is what needs to be addressed next. And then because I've been doing it for so long, I can actually go right to those spots without kind of getting in there and guessing. And none of it is guesswork. If there's anyone ever interested in learning this trade, or anyone who's guys that are watching, customers that are thinking about it, I get asked a lot, what's the right questions to ask guys, you know, if you're looking at paintless dent repair as an option for your car. And it's a tough question to really answer. It's more of video. Does the technician that you're looking at have a lot of video of his work? What you don't want is displaced texture through pushing that's out of place and either too hard. That would be, you know, the thing that you'd want to pay attention to. So the more over the top I get, the better I actually can see. And I mean, I'm within 1% right now of this thing being done. Never had to tap down. Let's hope that I don't have to at all. It's kind of like playing a perfect round of golf almost, not having to use your tap down. It means that every push was just exactly where I needed to be. The pressure was correct. And in this dent, it allowed me to do that. So some dents, you don't have a choice. You get tap down. All right, let's cut them all back on here. Let's get a little bit different view. I actually got to be careful not to overfix this factory low here. It's kind of bothering me. So what happens with this section on the Teslas is you got this stamping, and it actually creates, as this panel turns, it kind of creates a natural low there. We can make it better though. Make it turn a little bit prettier. And that's what we'll do. This is really just kind of improving the factory stuff. A little displacement of orange peel, things like that. Now, if it wasn't near the dent, I wouldn't worry about it, but since it's in relation to it. So, okay. Have you ever seen a dent under basically X-ray vision? So there's what it looks like, you know, if you come here like this. Yeah. That was the angle in which that you're looking at your dent. And so you see how the bars are running true and pure and there's nothing weird going on.
Oh yeah.
That's fixed.
Dude, I didn't think when you said perfect, I was like, what?
Perfect or free.
But now I see it, and I would say it's more than perfect, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, new Teslas don't need dents, or no Teslas need dents. So that's it for tucking it back in. You know, like I said in the video, you're not even really tucking them in. They're not really tucked in to begin with. I think that as they build more and more of these cars, I think some of those things will improve.
Yeah.
You know, that's been their Achilles heel so far. It's been kind of like fit and fitment, but otherwise these things are amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching a really simple dent on a Tesla Model 3. I think, was I 5 minutes into the whole thing? 5 minutes, but 23 years of doing it. If I had to take the inner tub out of that to come and access that fender in a different way, I still would have probably got it done in 20 minutes. So having a shop helps. If you need anything, if you guys are Tesla owners or car owners, love your car, check us out on Instagram. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. See you later.